Welcome to the 10 things you didn't know about the Chicago Bears. Do you think you're the ultimate Bears fan or NFL fan? Well, buckle up, because we're about to unveil facts and stories so astonishing that even the most seasoned supporters will be blown away. From incredible triumphs to baffling curses, these are the untold tales of the monsters of the Midway. Trust us, you'll want to stick around for number 1. It's a jaw-dropper. Number 10. From starch to Bears. Wait, did I read that right? The Chicago Bears were initially established as the Decatur Staleys in 1920. They weren't just any football team. They were a company team created by the A.E. Staley Food Starch Company. The company was based in Decatur, Illinois, and the team was a part of its company-sponsored events to promote morale and unity among employees. In 1921, the Decatur Staleys moved to Chicago, where they briefly retained the name Chicago Staleys. By 1922, they officially became the Chicago Bears. This transition was more than just a name change. It marked the team's shift from being a company team to becoming a professional football franchise. Number 9. The 46 Revolution. Buddy Ryan, defensive coordinator for the Bears, created the 46 defense in the early 1980s. Named after the jersey number of safety Doug Plank, the 46 defense was unique because it shifted more players to the line of scrimmage. This led to more effective blitzing and put enormous pressure on the opposing quarterback. The 46 defense not only put pressure on opposing quarterbacks, but also stifled the running game, often leaving offenses with little room to maneuver. The scheme's success was on full display during the Bears' 1985 season, where they finished 15-1 in the regular season. The pinnacle came in Super Bowl 20, where the Bears demolished the New England Patriots 46-10, and the defense was the star of the show. They recorded 7 sacks and allowed only 7 rushing yards, making it one of the most dominating Super Bowl performances ever. Number 8. Cheese versus claws. Yeah, we're going where you think we're going. The Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers first squared off on November 27, 1921. This makes their rivalry the oldest in NFL history, spanning more than a century. They've played each other over 200 times, and as of 2022, the Packers led the series 105-95-6. Here's something less known. In the early years of the rivalry, Bears owner George Halas lobbied for the Packers to stay in the NFL when they were on the brink of losing their franchise. The irony? Halas knew that a strong opponent would be good for the league, and by extension, the Bears. Another fact is that these two teams have only met twice in the postseason since 1933. The rarity of playoff matchups make those games even more significant in the lore of this long-standing competition. Number 7. Bears without honey. The Honey Bears were the official cheerleading squad for the Chicago Bears, founded in 1976. However, their existence came to an end after the 1985 season, when the Bears' ownership decided not to renew their contract. Virginia McCaskey, daughter of George Halas and then principal owner of the Bears, was reportedly not a fan of the cheerleading squad, leading to their disbandment. After the Honey Bears were disbanded, some fans believe that the Honey Bear curse was put into effect. According to the superstition, the Bears haven't won a Super Bowl since the Honey Bears were let go. Whether or not the curse is real, it has become a point of discussion among fans and adds an additional layer of mystique to the Bears' post-1985 Super Bowl drought. Number 6. Sweetness by Tobin. In 1975, the Bears drafted Walter Payton out of Jackson State with the 4th overall pick. But here's what you might not know. The Bears were actually debating between taking another player, linebacker Robert Brazile. It was only after a final consultation with scout Bill Tobin that they decided on Payton. Tobin passionately argued that Payton had an unparalleled work ethic, and he was proven right as Payton's dedication became legendary in the NFL. Another interesting anecdote is the way Walter Payton reacted to his draft. While most draftees would celebrate, Payton simply noted it as a day to go to work, setting the tone for a career that would see him miss only 1 game in 13 seasons. His drive and relentless work ethic set a standard not only for the Bears, but also for the entire league. Number 5. Fifth down facts. The Chicago Bears aren't just about headline-grabbing players or high-profile victories. There are lesser-known elements that contribute to the team's legacy. For instance, the Bears are the only NFL team that has retired 14 jersey numbers, more than any other team in the league. Another unique facet involves a strange game in 1932. Due to a blizzard, the NFL championship game was played indoors. That game against the Portsmouth Spartans was not only the first indoor championship, but also introduced hash marks to the field, significantly affecting the game's play style to this day. Number 4. Curse of the Billy Goat. Yes, that goat. The curse of the Billy Goat is more often associated with the Chicago Cubs, but not everyone knows it was once said to plague the Bears too. The curse originated when William Cianis was asked to leave a Cubs game at Wrigley Field because his pet goat's odor was bothering other fans. Angrily, Cianis declared that neither the Cubs nor any other team playing at Wrigley would win again. Here's the twist. The Chicago Bears, who played at Wrigley Field from 1921 until 1970, also seemed to fall under this supposed curse. They experienced a championship drought that lasted from 1963 until they won Super Bowl 20 in 1985. Whether or not the curse was real, fans and players alike felt a sense of relief when the Bears finally claimed the championship, thereby lifting the curse. Number 3. Brian and Gail's song. Gale Sayers and Brian Piccolo shared a friendship that became a cornerstone story for the NFL. Both running backs for the Bears, they were roommates during a time when racial segregation was still prevalent in the United States. Their friendship broke barriers and stood as an example for the league and the country. What made their friendship even more compelling was Brian Piccolo's diagnosis with cancer at a young age. Gale Sayers stood by his friend throughout his battle, even dedicating his 1969 Most Courageous Player Award to Piccolo. The friendship became an inspiration for the film Brian's Song, immortalizing both their bond and their impact on the sport and society. Number 2. 73-0? Hope you took the over. The Chicago Bears hold the record for the most NFL championships, boasting an impressive 9 titles. However, what most people don't know is that their first championship in 1921 was actually awarded to them after the fact. The Buffalo All-Americans originally won the title, but because of a controversial scheduling dispute, the championship was later awarded to the Bears. Buffalo just can't catch a break. Here's another remarkable tidbit. The Bears have clinched titles in 4 different decades, a feat unequaled in the NFL. Their championship wins span from the 1920s to the 1980s, showcasing their enduring dominance. Furthermore, their 73-0 win over the Washington Redskins in the 1940 championship game remains the most lopsided victory in NFL history, a record that still stands to this day. Number 1. Decades of Papa Bear. George Papa Bear Halas wasn't just the owner and founder of the Chicago Bears. He was a cornerstone in the development of American football. Halas played for the Bears, coached the team for 40 seasons across 4 decades, and served as an owner until his death in 1983. Papa Bear was also a pro baseball player before he fully committed to football. He even served in both World Wars, adding another layer to his extraordinary life. But wait, there's more! George Halas was also an inventor of sorts. He was behind some of the most significant rule changes in NFL history, including legalizing the forward pass. His changes helped shape the modern game, making it more dynamic and fan-friendly. You think Tom Brady played forever? Papa Bear Halas is the only person in NFL history to be a part of the league in 7 different decades, from the 1920s to the 1980s. His fingerprints are all over the Bears franchise and the league itself, standing as a testament to one man's unparalleled influence on the game of football. Hey Bears Nation and NFL fans, you've just journeyed through the untamed wilderness of Chicago Bears history. From their grassroots as the Decatur Staleys to the legendary impact of Papa Bear Halas. But don't sideline yourself just yet. Here's how you can keep the game going. smash that bear down button, better known as the like button. Subscribe to join the Ultimate Bears Den, and share this touchdown of a video with your gridiron gang. Until next time, it's the Kickoff Zone, where the monsters of the Midway roar every day, and every fan is an MVP.